We now hold daily morning meetings with all personnel involved in the angle grinder production launch process. Current issues are being resolved on an ongoing basis because, paradoxical as it may seem, this is completely normal and expected. We have documentation, everything is done, we have tooling, parts have been manufactured using the tooling, we start assembly, and some problems emerge. Why? Because the part is made using specialized tooling, a casting mold. Its size and parameters are determined by the tool, that is, the tooling equipment, and it differs somewhat from specifications, and therefore further adjustments are made. Fitting takes place throughout the process. In particular, we are doing fitting work on the shaft because the design was structurally planned so that all main dimensions converge on the shaft component. The shaft design has undergone several modifications during development. We made samples, let's say, from core material initially, and when all the claims and remarks clearly manifested themselves, we manufactured a shaft that already meets these requirements, checked it thoroughly, looked at it, and yes, now it's possible to proceed. Well, and the samples that will go into the final product are manufactured from a different, more suitable material. And just before the webinar, I was given data on the cost of the workpiece, how much, for understanding the economics, numbers, and all the parts that are currently being manufactured. They, as I already mentioned, are being concentrated in the warehouse so that they can subsequently go into production when everything is assembled down to the last washer. And for everything, we allocate a time limit of 20 days, this is realistic, believe me, so that the first batch is assembled and ready. So I think it's not far off at all. We're confident in this timeline and committed to meeting it. The production schedule is tight but achievable with our current resources and team dedication. Yes, this is a plan. This is an intention. But right now is the stage when plans must be set firmly, and when strict compliance with deadlines must be demanded and rigorously enforced. If before, remember I said that naming or demanding any deadlines was unrealistic because it wasn't all in our hands. Now everything depends on us, and therefore the deadlines are very strict. By the way, one piece of information. Today we took Motylek outside despite light precipitation. We launched it a little bit, but the thing is, electronic warfare immediately detected the signals and cut off all our telemetry, started jamming us, suppressing the signal. Because we have a standard flight controller installed, a standard communication system. There's no complexity there whatsoever. And the electronic warfare device is located nearby, obviously, which is affecting our operations. But nevertheless, we managed to spin the propellers, so to speak. We know what to do next. The direction is clear. Of course, it was quite interesting to see how this frame actually works in real conditions. We managed to obtain sufficient data for our further work and development. And from now on, we'll be lifting it into the air not through the radio channel, but via a short physical connection instead. Because, well, how else? Though we're not planning to fly around attacking someone. No. Our task is test flights, testing. Well, that's the situation. For now, we'll proceed from this. Next, there won't be these transmitters and receivers anymore, so the electronic warfare system won't try to attack us anymore, and it won't have any effect on us. So the next action plan is already outlined and ready. Tomorrow we have quite intense precipitation expected. We'll see how next week shapes up. Depending on the weather conditions, we'll continue testing.
On the last expert time, you said we could make 50 engines per day. When is this planned? Won't it drag on for 2-3 years like with angle grinder?
Well, with angle grinder, it dragged on for about 10 years from start to this moment. No, I hope the iterations from concept to implementation will be shortened because the capabilities are completely different, incomparably higher. Because if you take the capabilities that existed before, even 3 to 4 years ago, and now it's far from the same thing. Literally in one day, 150 shafts were made. That's quite an impressive production rate.
Very good result indeed.
Normal, but we haven't even picked up the pace yet because there's still no tooling. This is a test.
From your comment, one can conclude that selling a technological line is impossible. The Chinese sell poor machines, ours sell poor raw materials. How then to create production based on your technology?
What does that have to do with it if when delivering technology, delivery comes with working machines? You perform commissioning and production startup functions. Therefore, even a machine that arrives in non-working condition, you bring it back to life and proper operation. What are the Chinese doing here now? How many are in the cafeteria?
Plenty. That's essentially what they do.
That's what they do. They delivered, and now they're doing it and having fun. But understand correctly, China delivered. Yes, they didn't expect us to manage here on our own. They hoped we couldn't start the equipment and would call them for so-called commissioning. They'd take money from us again. It's a pity about investors' money, so we do everything with our own hands. Here I can show my hand, and the other one too. This is a consequence of the fact that technology startup, equipment startup, with your own hands, including you yourself, take equipment together with the guys and breathe life into it. When selling technology, you do exactly the same thing. And the same with supplies. Yes, they try to push such things, but by equipping production with a laboratory, we put a stop to it. This doesn't mean we're toothless or handless or that only such ones exist in the market. No, there are normal suppliers too. You need to find them or bring these ones to their senses so they don't mess around anymore. This is technology. That's where the difficulties are. In our world, it's not enough to be just an experimenter or someone else. You must be a material scientist and a negotiator, able to conduct dialogue effectively, defend your point of view, hold your position firmly, and a lawyer and everything else. Then things move forward successfully. Forward.